Is going live. You are live.
Are we live?
We are live.
We're live!
There's no one there though.
That's all
It
right.
says live.
Whoa.
Okay, I'm jumping on.
We'll wait till we get some more people on here. See if some people join.
Okay,
Huh?
okay, Mom, I need you over here.
Okay, I can't be on here. I remember we did that once, and then there was a ton of
There's a ton of
back
echo.
and forth.
You could put your volume down though.
There are 2 people on.
Woohoo! Do we know who the person is? Does it say?
I don't know. I'm holding the camera.
Oh.
That's why I need Mom over here.
Hello, who's ever out there?
Open it to 1.
This is our first YouTube live video, so we're learning. Sorry, we don't know who's there.
I'm on.
Are you on? Okay.
Might be me.
Chrissy's on.
Okay, I need you here.
I'd say just turn the volume down so you don't get an echo back and forth.
I did.
Okay, sweet.
I'm watching. Okay, Gabe, where is it going to be where the comments are?
I don't know.
If there is any comments.
Kind of go around
It
and
says
look
there's
for
3
it.
people on view.
Go and look for it.
Scan over the horses and stuff. I'm sure everybody wants to see the horses.
There's Rio, Weed, Jake, Duke, and Laredo.
All right, guys, we're going to start here in just a couple minutes. We wanted to get it on a little bit early, the YouTube live, just to make sure everything was running and started and everything. So,
Gabe, what are these dots?
dots are usually, is that an option button? Do you have options?
No. I think can we put
Oh, yeah,
this?
that's a good call, Gabe. Have Chrissy run the camera. And then you're on the computer.
I think my arm's going to get tired. When you get going, maybe I'll...
We'll wait till 4 guys to do the official video here, but you guys can keep looking at the horses. The horses are doing nice and calm.
Weed.
He was ready for his close-up or his glamour shot, right? Does it have audio coming through?
I think so. I turned my sound on.
It does. That's what the dots do. They're kind of talking to it really loud.
Can everybody hear me okay out there? Give a thumbs up if you can hear us. We getting thumbs up from people?
I don't know how to turn on the chat.
I think chat just automatically comes live.
It didn't.
It didn't? Okay.
We have 5 people on.
Woohoo! Can you see me through the video? Kind of pointed over this way.
We cannot see you. It is pointed directly at Jake's feet.
Oh,
Everybody loves Jake better than you. I don't know what you
sure.
think.
Yeah, you don't have to move it yet. I'm sure everybody wants to look at Jake.
The hairs on your arm will stand up as a terror any sip and any
What?
sup.
What did you nibble on Jake?
Will you partake of that last offer cut or disappear
Yeah, give me your phone.
to the
Jeff.
potter's ground? When the
Tell me when it's the 4:30 mark, would you?
It is 4:30 right now.
4:30 right now. All right. Okay, I'm going to move the camera. You ready? Is that sound inflicting on the deal?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Can you see me good on the camera?
Sure.
Is it all right?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, we just wanted to give everybody a chance to say hi to the horses and do a YouTube live. This is our first one, so there's going to be hiccups. I'm sure we're going to be too close. I'm sure I'm going to be talking too fast. I'm sure one of the horses is going to kick the camera or something. And so it's sure to be a show today. So let's just kind of give everybody a chance to see all the horses here. I'm going to scoot this camera over here. Here's the Rio Bravo. If you guys ride the Rio Bravo, give a big thumbs up on there.
There's still no chat.
No chat. That's all right. Maybe they are chatting, but we just can't see it. I don't know.
No.
There's Rio. He's yawning. These guys have been bored. They didn't know what to do with themselves. I think the first couple days they just napped a lot, and now they're running around causing mischief. Here's the Weed. Give a bunch of thumbs up on if you ride Weed. I really like to rub Weed's eyes like this. Maybe he's not into it today. I knew there would be some fun stuff on YouTube Live. And then let's step him back for a second. We'll show you Big Jake. For those that like Big Jake, give a big thumbs up. I think Big Jake is eyeing the camera. He's saying, hey, I know something's going on with that camera. Okay, Shayla, do you want to introduce Duke and Laredo, or have everybody see Duke and Laredo?
All right, so this is Duke, right? He's the leader of the pack. He's the one that thinks he's the boss over everybody. But he's pretty sweet, and he's small. He's adorable. And Laredo, he's the newbie. He's a little bit of a loner right now because none of the other horses really like him. They all think he's like a little kid or something. And he's the second tallest horse. But he's super nice, and he's a sweetheart. He's just a little sensitive.
All right. Okay, we're going to do some announcements next. Shaylee's going to take Duke and Laredo and Rio. She's going to take them just back to the back while we do some announcements. And guys, I'm going to talk fast. I know I am because I'm nervous and it's first YouTube Live and everything. But I've got my little sheet of notes here just to make sure I hit over everything too and hit all the topics. So we just wanted to give everybody an update, just kind of a news update, right? So last Sunday, Governor Herbert, the governor of the state of Utah, he did a big announcement, public announcement, and wanted everybody just to do a really big 2-week push where everybody wears masks, limit social gatherings, and just just heighten the social distancing requirements. Not heighten them, but just make sure everybody is absolutely doing social distancing. And then he talked about just about how the hospitals are getting quite a few people, and they wanted to really help the hospitals maintain the numbers down. So anyway, Chrissy and I slept on it through the night, and we sure put a lot of thought to it. And so that next morning we knew the show was coming up. The show was supposed to be tonight, right? Friday and tomorrow. And we just thought, holy smokes, with the show going on and everything, it's going to be kind of hard to run, even right now during this 2-week push of Governor Herbert. So we just made the decision we can push out the lessons a little bit and a couple weeks, and we can make sure to still get everybody more practices before the show, and we can just really do our part as a community to help that 2-week blitz. So anyway, so then Monday happened. We decided to postpone our lessons until the 23rd of November, and that's when we're planned to be back again on the 23rd of November. Of course, we're going to be wearing masks, all of the employees and all the riders and anybody in the backyard with the riders. We're going to be wearing masks, and then the show will be the 4th and the 5th of December. So all show times that you were signed up for are just going to transfer right over to the 4th and the 5th. And if there's any changes that you need to do, you can go through the sign up genius that Chrissy has done, or if you need to reach out to us, you can reach out to us. So anyway, so there's the news announcements. Oh, I was going to tell you later on Monday, though, Governor Herbert did kind of a Q&A and answered very specific questions about what businesses can stay open and everything. And he was very specific that he wants the economy to stay open. He wants businesses to still run. And so, very specifically with our business, being an extracurricular activity as this is, we are a private enterprise, though, and a company, a corporation. And because of that, he was very specific that businesses like ours should stay open. So he said specifically cheer groups and dance groups, and he didn't say horse lessons. I'm going to have to give him a call and tell him, hey, you got to include horse lessons in there. But we are sure enough, like those other groups. So anyway, so we could have stayed open, but we just thought, you know what, let's do our part as a community to give a real good push, 2-week push to help the healthcare workers and then help us be able to get a little more practice for the show and be able to continue to do our show and have people come support their riders for the show. Of course, we'll keep the social distancing and masks for that. So, all right. So here we are. So we've got Shaylee and I here today. We're gonna do a couple of things here for you. What we were just thinking of is what can we do as a value to you for a YouTube live stream like this, and the idea is how can you get your horse in the right state of mind for your show? And so I'm just going to tell you what I do. So let's pretend I'm going to be riding weed for the show, right? So I'm going to come up. You're going to get here for the show. Your saddle's going to be on. You're going to have your horse ready to go, right? And you're going to be thinking, is there any questions? Oh, there's a lot of chitter chatter.
Live chat is on.
Live chat's on. Woo! Do we have some comments?
No.
No comments. Hey, and if anybody has questions, put them into the live chat. So we're going to answer questions and do a little Q&A at the end. So anyway, we wanted to just give you an idea of what do you do to get you and your horse in a right state of mind for the show. And because you're going to be like me, your speed talking is going to be on. You're going to be talking fast. Your horse is going to feel your nerves inside of you. And so they're going to be amped, right? So when I come up to the horse, first of all, what I like to do is I just like to give him a good rub. I like to kind of rub him all over and let him know that, hey, I get to touch you. I get to be the one that gets to ride you and gets to tell you what to do. I even kind of rub him all over, I like to see kind of what's up with his feet too, right? And see, are his feet planted hard or are they kind of easy to move? So I'm going to ask him to move. Oh, that was pretty soft, right? Oh, a little bit back, huh? Okay. We like to be close to the camera here. Oh, over here? You want me to come over to the left a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. I like to move his feet a little bit and just make sure, like, hey, are we able to move, right? So I just kind of did something without really saying what I'm going to do, but you guys know how I always say the ask, tell, insist, right? Or ask, tell, kill. So I'm going to move out a little bit. My camera crew is telling me to scoot away for a little bit, but hopefully the sound is good. Is the sound still all right? Hopefully so. Okay. So what I like to do is just kind of ask him to yield the hinds from the ground. And I'm going to do the ask, tell, kill, or ask, tell, insist. So I'm going to say, hey, I'd like you to move, ask, tell, and see how much it is on the ground just to get him to move his hinds a little bit there. And he moved pretty good, right? So he did it at the tell. So maybe I might go back and now try this side and see if he'll just do it at the ask, if I ask him, right? Probably didn't see that. Sorry, I didn't mean to cover that. I'm just going to see if he'll move at the ask. And he did. I didn't even have to touch his fur or anything. Now I'm going to ask him to back up a little bit. Okay. So now I know kind of what state of mind he is in a little bit on the ground. Now, the next piece is I get up on the horse. What I want to do is I want to make sure that he stays with me, right? And he doesn't step off as I get on him. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my rein in my hand, ready to grab him if I need to. I'm going to throw my foot up there, grab a hold of the horn and the cantle.
I thought cowboys don't need to hold on to the cantle.
Seriously, right? Okay, so he didn't move off. That's a good sign, right? He kind of stepped forward. If he steps forward at all, I'm going to ask him just to back up. And the reason why is I want to set up a good mentality right from the get-go of, he moves when I ask him to move. He kind of took another step forward, so I'm going to step him back and get him right in place again. So then the next thing I'll do to warm him up is I want to see how easy is it going to be to get his head to the side with a flex of the neck, right? Now I'm going to do the ask, tell, kill, or ask, tell, insist on the yield the hinds. So I'm going to lean back here, wiggle my boot at him, see if he'll yield the hinds, and he did. How much am I going to have to do to move his feet, right? Now, if I have to increase it, if he doesn't do it, I will. I'll tell him or insist if I have to. I'm asking. The left side's a little trickier than the right. I did have to touch I rolled my calf on him is what I did. Now I'm feeling pretty good here. So these are the things I do for the show. It just gets him and I in this right mind frame. Notice how I've given him a real clear set of instructions. I'm going to yield the front, ask. I've given him a real clear set of instructions of asking him. If he does it, great. If he doesn't, then I'll tell him. And if he doesn't do it at the tell, then you guys know I'll insist, right? So now we're going to have Shaylee get on, and we're going to do a little fun little exercise just to kind of have a little fun with you guys. She's going to hop on Jake over here. I'm on Weed. Feeling pretty good about him so far, right? Like, I think I'm feeling pretty good with the show. Notice how I've got him to move his feet. I'm feeling more comfortable about what it takes to have him move his feet. All right. So you're going to go. Okay. I'm going to go this way. You're going to go on the wall, right? We're going to do the high five loping exercise. Okay, on your mark, get set, go. Good. Yahoo!
Oh,
All right, let's bring them on in.
so if you noticed, that wasn't very good.
All right, guys. So now it's your chance. Is there any questions out there from our riders? We sure miss you guys. We sure love you guys. You guys know how much this means. This is a labor of love for us. We love the horses. We love our horse family, and we're glad to be with you, even if it's digitally here today. So, yeah, if you have any questions, or if you just want to say hi to the horses or whatever through the chat, or whatever you want to do, we're anxious to see what you guys do with the chat or whatever, and we sure miss you guys, and we'll see you on the 23rd of November. Again, we'll just to reiterate, we're just taking this 2-week pause. We've been 1 week paused on lessons, another week next week paused, and then we'll resume on the 23rd of November, and then show will be the 4th and 5th of December. So hopefully that gets the state in a good place, hospital bed wise and everything, so we can continue doing what we're doing, and we hope everybody stays safe. Wash your hands, wear your masks, stay your social distanced, so everybody stay safe. We sure want everybody to be safe and all that. So that's my comments. What else? What else, Shaylee?
Yeah, I just miss you guys so much. I miss teasing you guys. I miss just talking a lot. I miss hearing about like your day at school. I just miss you guys so much. Yeah, I can't wait to see you guys again. And also, yeah, so with the questions, you can ask whatever questions you want. Why we don't have any girl horses, or where we get our boots, or where we get my sparkly jeans, or yeah, just any questions you want.
Well, where do you get your sparkly jeans, Shaylee? Now that you brought it up,
I got them at IFA.
IFA over there in Riverton.
Yeah.
Free ad for IFA. Maybe someday we'll be popular enough where they'll actually give us something for that.
Yeah.
Why do we have all boy horses? Well, I'll tell you that. I guess that's mainly me. Maybe that's not really Shaylee, but maybe move the camera over. I kind of adjusted over, Chrissy. Can
Okay.
you see it over here?
Oh, you're right.
All right, here we are. Can you guys see us? Woohoo!
There we go. Okay.
The reason why I did all boys, I've had some very good female horses in my life. I've had some good mares, but when we started this herd here, we started with Duke was the first one, and then our next was Big Jake, and it just kind of was going so good, just the boy group, and so we just kind of kept that going. The funny example of that is by no fault of a woman's fault at all. If you got a bunch of group of guys together, if all of a sudden you add a girl to the group, the boys will start acting kind of funny, So we want to do everything we can to make this as safe as we can for you. So that's why we've kind of stuck with that, and we've been pretty good with that. What was the other question? So
Where we got our boots.
oh, where we got our boots. My boots are Twisted X boots. I had to go online for mine. They're Buckaroo boots.
Yeah,
They're pretty
they're
high.
Fancy.
They're pretty high. I really like them. They they're pretty high. And then you got yours. Where did you get
I
yours?
got mine in Austin, Texas.
Ooh, cool. We were
Yeah.
there for a Farm Bureau thing.
Yep.
What was the place called? Cavender's, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Cavender's was the place. I'm sure they sell online or whatever, but those are some good looking boots too.
I mean, they don't look as good out because I stepped in a lot of poop a lot, but I still really like them. They're so comfy.
All right. Hey, what questions? Do we see any questions, camera crew out there?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just kind of bid you guys adieu until we see each other on November 23rd. So
Yeah, hopefully it won't be as cold.
dress warm. You can see we dressed warm. My key for the winter months and winter lessons, my suggestion is layers, is what I say. So I honestly have a t-shirt on, I have a long sleeve shirt, and then I have my sweatshirt on. So three layers on up top. I just have my Wrangler, pretty rough jeans on, but they give some pretty good protection. If it's a really cold day, I'll put a pair of long johns underneath my. Maybe that's too much information. I don't know. But and then sock wise, what I do is I have a really big long pair of socks that'll go all the way up to my knee if it's really cold, and then sometimes I've added a second pair and just kind of put the second pair on top of that. So that's what I do. Gloves, I'd say thin gloves is what I would say, that you can still feel the horse and stuff, but whatever works though too, and then if you keep your head warm, that'll make it a lot nicer too. Oh, and then another secret, this is the one Chrissy kind of makes fun of me about, but I wear
Grandma
like
scarf?
a grandma scarf is what Chrissy calls it. Cowboys call it wild rags. But any kind of scarf or whatever to keep your neck warm, that'll make it a lot warmer. Okay, we got a question from the.
So Heath is saying thanks for doing this, and Brooke is saying hi.
Hello, Brooke. Hello, Heath. Yeah, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you guys. Thanks, Brooke and Heath, for watching and being with us today. Hope everybody's doing good and good to see you guys.
A question I get a lot is, do the horses get cold?
Oh, really good question. So, I think a lot of people have been noticing this. Have you noticed how much fur the horses are starting to grow?
How soft they're getting.
Yeah, in the wintertime they get shaggy. They really do, and we don't do anything to adjust that. If these were show horses, we keep them in a barn and keep them under blankets and stuff, and keep their hair trimmed with a pair of clippers. but they're not show horses. They're lesson horses, you know, and they're out here. So if you don't adjust make adjustments to them, they make adjustments themselves to withstand the cold. So there's two temperatures you have to be worried about when you're a horse owner. It's 18 degrees Fahrenheit and negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit. At 18 degrees, you have to start feeding them 25% more food. So, for instance, with horses, I feed 2 flakes of hay for every horse in the morning and 2 flakes at night. And so, what I'll do is I'll probably do 2 flakes in the morning and 3 flakes at night when it gets below 18 degrees. And then, and that's just because they have to eat more food they're burning more energy to stay warm. So, then the next temperature is negative 40. You can imagine negative 40, like that is really bitter cold. At negative 40 though is when you've got to bring the horses in from the outside. Like they're not going to be good in the outside. So, yeah, but here in Utah we haven't ever got that. I don't think. I'm sure somebody could look on the History Channel or something and find somewhere where that was. But if that was the case, we'd pull them into the garage overnight or whatever, and make some stalls in the barn overnight. So yeah, so they're pretty amazing. Horses, their blood vessels contract, and so when it gets really cold, what will happen is the small blood vessels will contract, and it'll bring all the blood towards the internal parts of their body, so it keeps them warmer. And then every 7th beat, those vessels will open up again and push blood to the outer extremities of the body, so that it keeps all the flesh alive, it keeps the horse alive. But then on the other 6 beats, it brings it back in and holds that blood in to keep warm. And the horses are they're amazing critters. You know, I mean, that's how we tamed the West, was with a horse, right? So.
Okay, now Aiden is asking, why does Duke wear a bit even though he was the first one?
Oh, good question. Yeah, so Duke has a bit that I bought from a guy named Pat Puckett. He's on YouTube, and what it is it's a no-link snaffle bit. It's this bit that this guy has been that he's made and designed himself. I don't think he's made it. He has another guy that made the bit. But anyway, I'm trying to get Duke into what's called a full bridle horse, and what that means is that he'll collect up at all times. He'll be just on just a touch point. And so what I like about that bit is it has a roller, and I can hear that roller click. They call it a cricket, and you can hear it click as he's rolling his tongue. And so anyway, yeah, I've just really liked it. On the other horses, you can kind of see, like, I don't know, Laredo, you guys have probably noticed Laredo. He's kind of a tongue wagger. He has his tongue all the ways out, so I haven't put it on him yet, because you can tell when his tongue is moving. But when Duke is rolling that, you can hear it. You can hear it roll, and he just has done really well with it. I've liked it. So really good question, Aiden. In fact, I've been riding all of the horses, just keeping them in tune and in shape for the show. And funny enough, I rode Duke in a Boselle the other day, and he does phenomenal in a Boselle too. So sometimes it's good to kind of switch and all that too. It's good to have a horse ready to do whatever. So.
Okay, then Penny says hi.
Hello, Penny.
And
Good to see you.
And she says, which horse did you ride for Halloween this year?
Oh, good question. You know what's so funny about that is Chrissy rode this year for Halloween, and she rode Duke this year for Halloween. So good question, Penny.
Tell them why I chose Duke.
Oh, good question. Well, and then I'll tell you why I did. We had a couple of kids that were being pretty rambunctious, and we had to cross 114th over here. And so it was kind of a busy street. So I was like, we need to keep one adult on the ground just to make sure we can grab a kid or whatever. So that's why I stayed on the ground. But Chrissy chose Duke because Duke, he doesn't get scared of anything. So if it's a goblin or, Dracula teeth or a jack-o'-lantern or a headless horseman or whatever.
Even a flag. I know. Flags are so scary.
Duke doesn't get scared at any of that. And so that's why Chrissy chose Duke for Halloween. Good question, Penny. Thank you.
Okay, and Lily Heaton wants to know what breeds the horses are.
Oh, good question, Lily. And hello, Lily. Good to hear from you. Okay, so Weed is a registered quarter horse. Big Jake is a Missouri Foxtrotter. Let's see, Rio Bravo is what's called a grade horse. So grade means we don't know what kind of breed he is. He doesn't have the paperwork of his mom and dad. So, but we think it's quarter horse and some thoroughbred in there is what we think. Duke is also a registered quarter horse. So Duke and Weed are registered quarter horses. And then who else? And then Laredo. Oh yeah, Laredo is an interesting one. He is half Morgan, half thoroughbred. And so the way that he's shaped, he has kind of a rear end that kind of falls down on the rear end. And
I know it's weird we're talking about butts, but
yeah, that's how you judge horse flesh, right? And then he has a very Morgan-looking head too, which is I'm trying to describe what a Morgan-looking head is. It's kind of a skinny, kind of a muzzle, but kind of a boxier looking top of the head. So that's just in my opinion of the Morgans I've seen. But anyway, every horse is its own individual, right? So as soon as I say boxy and long muzzle, somebody will say, well, that's not the Morgan I have or whatever. But yeah, so there's the breeds. Good question, Lily. Any more questions out there? Nope, that's it.
Yeah.
Well, all right, okay, guys, we sure appreciate you joining our live stream. Everybody, we love you. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands a lot. Wear masks. Let's get this thing over with. This
Jared, we're getting tired of hearing it.
I know, seriously, right? But we will see you guys on November 23rd. We're going to be wearing masks. What a good time of year to be wearing masks in the cold, right? It's not going to be too bad in the cold now, right? And the show is ready for December 4th and 5th. So exciting stuff.
What's really exciting around here that's been going on, there's no more flies.
No more flies. That's right.
that's true.
That's right. All the flies are gone. So
That's the
woohoo!
one good thing about riding in winter. No flies.
you guys want to give a hip hip hooray and a thumbs up on your chat. Give it up for no flies. All right, guys. We'll see you. We love you. We'll see you here on November 23rd.
Okay, really quick, make us YouTube famous, guys. I want to become the horse JoJo Siwa.
Yeah, I'll make her wear the bow and everything.
Now say that again. The horse what?
The horse JoJo Siwa.
JoJo Sila. This must be see what? Oh, that must be somebody popular on YouTube. I don't know who that is. You guys know what I watch on YouTube is horse videos. So.
Or Disneyland stuff.
Oh yeah, or Disneyland stuff. You guys, I don't know if you guys knew that, but I'm a pretty big Disneyland fan. So everybody give a thumbs up. For
Hold on,
Disneyland
there's one
for
more
those that
question.
Like Disneyland. What'd you say?
This might be hard for you to answer, but what was the favorite mare that you ever had?
Oh yes, the favorite mare that I had, her name was Princess Lizette. What a name of a horse, right? And what had happened is it was a mare that my brother and I shared, and he liked the name Lizette and I liked the name Princess. So we put the two names together, Princess Lizette. But she was the prettiest looking Palomino I'd ever had. She had a mane that was like white and a body that her fur color was just as Palomino as you could get. In the summertime, it would had kind of a red tint, so it was kind of like maybe a little more on the darker Palomino side. And then in the wintertime, the fur would grow out, and it was almost as white as what her mane was. So it was almost kind of like a white horse in the wintertime, and then kind of a dark Palomino in the summertime. But she was awesome, so fun. When she was a little baby, I would play with her all the time and put my arms around her, just trying to desensitize her. And we just really had a lot of fun. In fact, one of the funny deals about Princess Lizette, if you got time, I'll tell the story, is Chrissy. I don't know if you guys knew this, but we have 7 kids, right? So Chrissy was pregnant with one of the kids at the time, and it was getting towards the end of the term, and Chrissy was getting very excited to have a baby. And this is a common thing amongst mothers, and so they will try to do almost anything to entice the baby to come sooner. And so Chrissy's idea was that she was going to walk a lot, and I wanted to keep training Princess Lizette. So there we were every night for like the last couple weeks of one of the child's births, and I was riding a horse and my pregnant wife was walking alongside. So you can only imagine what people thought about that, thinking, "Oh man, what a punk this guy is for riding his horse while his pregnant wife's walking on the side." But honestly, she didn't want to ride; she wanted to walk. So, and it is a little dangerous late term like that to be riding a horse while you're pregnant and stuff too. So
And the walking didn't work. Don't try it.
yeah, and it didn't work either. Yeah, so Chrissy's saying no on that. She found bowling works, I guess. Anytime we went bowling the next day, we had a baby.
All right, maybe this is a little bit too much TMI. It says they say howdy from the McLaughlin.
Hello, McLaughlin's. Good to see you guys. How are you guys doing? Good to hear from you guys. Good to see you guys.
I know maybe we'll have to do the Zoom next time so we can see you guys too.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
Well,
All right.
fun stuff, you guys. Well,
Okay,
thanks
to
for
end
watching.
this off, I want to see a little showing off.
A little showing off, okay? Shaylee, show off for us. What are you going to show off?
Well, the whole time when we were eloping that last part, I was scared my clothes were gonna fall out. So we were just...
That sounds like some excuses, Shaylee.
Yeah. Now we know what was going on. Yahoo! All right, what am I going to show off? Make sure I don't knock over any poles. You guys see how he tucked in his nose? I'm going to do a video on that of where you use your breath for that too. Tell him to bring in his nose. Oh, now I knocked over a pole. Come on, JR, watch where you're riding. All right, you guys, that's it for the live stream. We'll see you guys on November 23rd. Thanks, you guys.